it took me a second. I was like SON of a S. I was like, what? What did you just say?
Yeah. SON of an SOB, the son of unabbreviated, non-family friendly, the son of a bitch.
Well, let's get started then.
Hey man, what's going on? This is the SON of an SOB, Ron Bass Jr. And if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. And if you don't love wrestling, well, I'm sorry it had to be you.
I love wrestling.
Check us out. And if you love wrestling and
we love wrestling, watch that.
I'm even rapping.
We love wrestling.
We love wrestling. We love wrestling.
We love wrestling. We love wrestling.
Welcome back to We Love Wrestling. You know, Spotlight's doing our thing. You know, first off, thank you to all the new subscribers. You know, a real one, viral, short, whatever they call it.
Absolutely.
So shout out to that, everybody coming through. What I'm doing, you know, it's the end of the year. If y'all ain't seen the end of the year thing, we usually bring people back on who've had good years. This year, we bringing people back on who some of our first guests, and we got with us the son of a SOB.
Yes, sir.
The man who throw up them hooks when you see him.
You know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna toss you. He's about that pay window. He want the money. We got with us,
Sir.
Mr. Ron Bass Jr. How you doing?
I'm good, my friend. I don't ever answer the phone unless it's romance, money, or violence, but I make exceptions for people like Trey at We Love Wrestling.
Now, wait a minute, Brian. Romance, money, or violence? That should be a T-shirt.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. I'll open up the photo unless it's romance, money, or violence.
I said it as a throwaway, like not as a throwaway, but it was in a promo one time, like 2 years ago. And there's one of my, like, you've probably paid attention from like the earlier Florida Leroy Shogun. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, Shogun never lets me forget it. It's his favorite thing I've ever said.
Oh man. I like that line too. You know, if I say it's supposed to be a T-shirt, it gotta be a T-shirt, baby.
Absolutely. I gotta make it. Can't be just like words on a T-shirt. That's like a special. Like I gotta get like a good like design for that one. So it'll be here though. Give it sooner than later. I got you. I'll write it down.
Fact. End of 2023, Ron. So I'm asking everybody, how was your 2023 in wrestling?
My 2023 was very good.
Oh.
Very good. So good. First of all, hold on. No, we're gonna pump the brakes and rewind a minute because we gotta talk. It's been 2 years, Trey, since we have sat here and had these conversations on this screen. You ain't had me on since how, Trey?
No.
2020. When did you have me? 2021.
We did the outside at the Naptown All Pro. And I had you on with the group.
We don't look there's a problematic human being in that one, so we don't count it. It don't exist. I wiped it off the face of the earth. There are certain people that I have wiped out of my memory. So you know what? We're gonna pump the brakes, rewind again, and I retract everything I just said. Hey man, I be taking look. CTE is a heck of a thing. All right,
you just came going off on me. Like, come on, Ron. You know we paying attention to you, baby.
I know that. If anybody knows, it's me.
So you said your 2023 been a hell of a year. Tell the people some of the stuff that you did in 2023.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. I've wrestled. Let's just talk about. I've wrestled in New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Indiana, Florida, Georgia. I did not wrestle in Texas this year. Tennessee this year. Alabama. I just did Alabama literally like 2 weeks ago. So you know, I've been some things. I've been some places, done some things. Eight states just this year. Come on now. Let's see. H2O Tag Team Champions with Sawyer Wreck. The Wrestling Nerds Radio Network Internet Champion with successful defenses multiple times. Oh, and we can't forget. Let's see. Well, hold on. I had a multiple month-long feud against NWA wrestler Wrecking Ball Legursky, which culminated in a 2 out of 3 doors tag team match against him and now currently WWE signed wrestler Lucky Ali. You know, I'd be in there with some peoples. Oh, and I beat Matt Tremont. I didn't. Let me say that again. I didn't wrestle Matt Tremont. I beat Matt Tremont.
When you say
Talk to me nice.
When you say you didn't wrestle him, you beat him. What you saying, Ryan? You whooped his ass?
I'm saying I'm that guy. To quote Carmelo Hayes, I'm him. You don't just beat Matt Tremont. No. Nobody's don't beat Matt Tremont. That's what I'm saying, Trey. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how horrible the second half of my year could have gone. I'm not saying it went badly, because it didn't at all. But I beat Matt Tremont. You can't nobody can tell me nothing for the rest of that from when that happened, from October 29th to the end of 2023. Nobody could tell me anything. I'm like that. I'm doing suicide dives now. Things is different.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Why are you doing suicide dives first, though?
Because I can. I'm sorry, that was aggressive. That one was aggressive.
It's a few of y'all be like, why are they doing these moves like this?
So here's the thing: is just sometimes you gotta switch it up. Sometimes you gotta you just want to have. Sometimes when I do dives, it's because I want to have fun. I want to do something different. I want to just I'm in a as the girlies would say, I'm in a silly, goofy mood. And sometimes that just leads to me doing suicide dives. I'm 4 for 4. I'm 4 for 4.
You see,
well, I'll say 3.5. I'll say 4 for. Hey, I'll tell you right now, if I'm in a match and someone doesn't catch me on a dive, I'm swinging. The match is over. It's a fight after that.
But do you feel like people gonna want to catch you though? Because I probably would move too.
Look, man,
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. I get it, but I'm not. If you've noticed, I'm not diving on solo people. It's always groups. So the load isn't carried by one individual. Many hands make light work, and in this case, many bodies catch Ron Bass Jr. easier. Don't look at me like that.
I'm just like, okay.
Don't side eye me like that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, Ryan.
Hey, man. Look, I'm gonna keep doing dives every once in a while until one goes wrong, and then it's done, and then I'm retiring it.
Something that did go wrong this year?
Don't tell me. Oh no, what happened? Oh no, you're foul. You're foul. That did go wrong, but also, I took that bitch like a champ.
You did.
Pardon my French.
I was like, yo, Ron Bass just took the cutter off the ladder.
Off the ladder. I'm 2 for 2 with crazy ladder spots in Indianapolis.
This is what I'm talking about, Ryan. You don't need to do these things.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm going to stand out one way or another. Because you want to know when everybody talks about that ladder match in Indianapolis, the first one, you want to know what they talk about? Me jumping off the ladder. Doomsday Device off the ladder. And that 6-man tag, you know what anybody and everybody talked about? Was me taking that cutter off the ladder. You got to give and you got to take. I'm 2 for 2. Moments.
I don't know, Ron. I wouldn't do it. Let's talk about moments, though.
Talk to me.
What's some of your, if you could look back on 2023 and be like, these are the moments that stand out for me this year with my wrestling. What moment do you have? Some moments you would pick?
Beating Matt Tremont, That's no. It sounds funny. It sounds like a bit, but it's the truth. Wrestling and then beating Matt Tremont, winning the tag belts with Sawyer at H2O. Even though we only held them for a short time, tagging with Matt at H2O as my H2O debut. Tagging with Matt for my H2O debut. That was a last minute decision that happened. Let's see. Daniel Starling and I, we entered 2023 as the Paradigm Pro Tag Team Champions. We are still the Brawl USA Tag Champions. Shout out Daniel Starling, one of the most underrated and underappreciated wrestlers in the state of Florida. That's my guy. That's my day one above all else. We're still the current Brawl USA Tag Team Champions down in Florida. I'm sure if I kept looking up wrestling, coming out and then being able to wrestle on Big Gay Brunch right after that. Huge moment, super cool moment. Which then that booking led me to come out to my mom. So like wrestling caused like a big thing in my personal life. So like that's arguably the biggest moment for me because it affects more than just my wrestling. It affects my real life. That's just like the first couple. Those are just like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you don't feel like y'all getting respect down there in Florida?
No. Well, so no. Oh, we could do a whole episode just on this. Florida don't get no love. But also Florida doesn't do much to get any love. Let's be real. There's one individual who used to get attention in Florida, and it's for all the wrong reasons. When I say individual, I mean a certain company promoter. You're familiar with him. I'm familiar with him. Your homie in the picture behind you, Sky Blue, is familiar with him. I'm not going to name names, but we know who we're talking about. All the wrong reasons. Florida. Here's the easiest way I could describe it. If we're currently in the year 2023, right? That's right. I don't care. You know what? I'm throwing them. Everybody's getting them. I got the 6 shooters out today. If wrestling is in the year 2023, the Florida wrestling scene for the most part is in the year 2009. Everybody goes to Florida's the most. If I had to speak on it, Florida is arguably the most oversaturated state in professional wrestling between companies that run and wrestlers that live there, because everyone moves or gets trained in Florida because they hear, oh, the performance center's here, guys. Oh, AEW's offices in Jacksonville. We're surely going to get noticed if we move to Florida. No, that's not how it works. It's not. There's a reason you not like. There's a reason you don't hear about Florida people. You don't hear about Florida brothers until they leave Florida. You know what I mean? Does that make sense at all? Like,
yeah, I hear
you
what
don't
you're
really.
saying.
You wouldn't know about me if I had never left Florida. Let's call it. You wouldn't know about Noah Vale if Noah Vale had never left Florida. You wouldn't know about Daniel Starling if Daniel Starling had ever left Florida. We wouldn't know about Wheezy T if Wheezy T had never left Florida. You would have never heard of Kelsey Reagan and Robert Martyr if they had never left Florida. And Devlin Macabre, however you say her last name, Macabre, you've never heard about Devlin if they had never left Florida.
So you're saying Florida's
Florida's like Texas. Florida's like Texas. You ever heard people talk about Texas? Next time you talk to Brian Keith, ask him about what the scene is like in Texas. It's weird. Because Texas is killing it. The talent in Texas is fantastic, but it's this weird like. You can't. It's easier to get into Texas than it is to get out of it. It's easier to get into Florida than it is to get out of it.
It's true.
I love Florida, and it'll always be my home. But you can't fix something that don't want to be fixed.
He talking.
Because I wanted it for a long time. That's all I wanted was to fix it, and you can't fix something that don't want to be fixed. You can't help somebody that doesn't want to go to therapy. That's
Hey y'all. Hey, he's letting you know.
I am. And anytime people ask me about Florida, I feel horrible because there are fantastic wrestlers in the state of Florida. There are handfuls of very talented wrestlers in the state of Florida, but there ain't nowhere in Florida worth wrestling for anymore. FIP ain't FIP no more.
All right, so let me ask you this: if there's nowhere in Florida left worth wrestling for, where is it that's left worth wrestling for you?
It's the Midwest. It's the Midwest.
Come on, talk about it.
Let's call a spade a spade. It's the Midwest. People, they want to. Look, and I'm not just saying this because I live here now. I'm not just saying it because I'm in the Midwest now. Even before, when I was a Florida brother, the Midwest was the spot. It wasn't the West Coast. It wasn't the Southeast. It wasn't the Northeast. It was the Midwest. The Midwest ran and still currently runs independent wrestling. I don't care what anyone says. All your favorites, your most consistent people, they all came out of the Midwest. Alley Catch, Midwest. Mance Warner, Midwest. Manders, Midwest. Calvin Tankman, Midwest. Myron Reed, Midwest. Cole Radrick, Midwest. You know, like Billy Starks, Midwest. MJF, Midwest. Do you need me to keep going?
I mean, you don't gotta keep going. We here.
The resume speaks for itself.
Period. Midwest got something booming. I be telling people, like during the pandemic, the Midwest, they brought all them shows here during the pandemic to get it done and everything. Then the pandemic left. A lot of people pulled out, but the Midwest been working. It's a lot of people in the Midwest. If you don't know them, you probably should take a look at them.
You should.
From Chicago to Indianapolis, Indiana whole area, because north and south.
Everywhere.
Ohio got some gyms over there. St. Louis got a scene. I don't really talk about this other scene, but Kentucky, Louisville got something going.
Everything
with that people looking at. So
it's not new. That's the thing, though, is it's never been a territory issue with the Midwest. The Midwest is just not. We're just better. And I'm not even saying we as in me, because everybody's got work to do. I'm a baby Midwest brother. Like
I was gonna say, now wait a minute, you just moved here.
I'm a baby. Well, hold on a minute. I'm on record saying in multiple. Hold on. I am on record in multiple places since I started wrestling here 2 years ago. Almost 3 years now since I started. It's been almost 3 years since I started wrestling in the Midwest. Pretty much more than anywhere else. I may have been raised in the South. I may have been raised in the Southeast, but the Midwest made me. Southeast raised, Midwest made.
That's the alarm to say stop the cap. Nah.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
I'm on your head, Ron. I'm on your head.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to take too much of the time. I'm trying to keep these to 30 minutes with everybody that we talk to. So, Ron, I'm going to ask you this right here, boy.
Talk to me.
It's about to get deep.
Talk to me.
2023, last half of 2023, let's say about everybody always been talking about big, meaty men slapping meat. But the last half of 2023, it's been going crazy. We getting meat chants. We getting big beef fights on TV with WWE and AEW. If you had to pick like 4 of the big meaty men out here on the independent scene that you look at, that you consider 4 of the best, who would it be? And then just to go and mix it in like I always do. Who are some of these people that you want to, slap meat with?
JD Drake has to see me. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with the second half. JD Drake has to see me.
Wait, last time we had you on, you did this to Mance Warner. Now you about to do this with JD Drake?
Mance Warner has to see me too.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. You know what? I'll keep going. Hold on. No, I keep going. John Davis owes me a rematch.
That's
O'Shea Edwards has to see me. That's right. I'm on heads.
You on that type of time?
I'm on that type of time. O'Shea Edwards and I were supposed to wrestle in March of 2022, and it got canceled and never rescheduled. That's my big bro. I look up to him more than almost anyone else in wrestling, but he has to see me. I don't care if he whoops my ass. He has to see me. JD Drake is another person I've looked up to since the first time we spoke. He has asked multiple people to wrestle me, to fight me, and they've never scheduled it. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if people are scared, what it is, but he has to see me.
It's too much meat.
Mance has to see me, but that's more so just because I want to talk my shit. I want to talk it. Mance is Mance, dog. Like Mance is the top of one of the guys at the top of the list. So like, there's no story behind Mance having to see me. I just like talking that talk.
I like the way you say I got to talk my shit. I know.
That. I got you.
You say that shit, boy. Boy, let me tell you, like, hey.
Oh, here's another one. You're the one that put this in the universe, and it's never left my head, and his name has been on my list since. Rayhan has to see me. This one's on you, Trey. You put it into the universe first. I saw the tweet. I know. And his name has been on my list ever since.
I didn't even tag y'all, though.
I just saw it, dog. I see it.
Shout out to Rayhan.
Shout out Rayhan.
But you got to see Ryan bad. Oh,
Rayhan's that guy. Ever since he was in Fest tagging. Grit. I know. I remember. He got to see me.
They still the tag team champions down there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Let me look at this list. Let me see if I ever got any more hefty brothers that can get talked about here.
TJ Boss against Ron Bass and Sawyer Wreck.
And whoever. I'm a tag team specialist.
Ooh.
I am a tag team guy.
Ooh.
I do this. Let me see who I got on here. Oh, Manders has to see me.
Now what Manders do?
The Manders and Ron Bass Jr. one-on-one has been talked about since the beginning of the Ron Bass Jr. career. We got a taste of it in Manders and Big Red versus me and Sawyer, and I need the whole piece now. I need all of it. To this day, the two people that have hit me the hardest are Big Beef and Manders, and I need more of it.
Big Beef.
Shout out Beef. I don't want to be hit like that again, but if I have to, I will.
Beef. Shout out to Beef Tank too. Beef.
Shout out to Beef Tank. That the craziest. That's a super team, bro. That's a super team. I'm gonna say something crazy. I'm gonna put this on the record. Beef Tank is a super team like the Kings of Wrestling were a super team. That's right. I said it.
Yo, I saw they singles match they had. And nobody won the match, and then they start teaming, and I was like, yo, I never would have even thought of this, but that team actually works. Like,
it's gross. One more. Since I'm talking that talk, I'm sorry, Trey. I didn't mean to cut you off. Since I'm talking that talk, and I looked at my list, if he's not a big beefy brother, and Trey, you're going to look at me crazy when I say this, but Myron Reed has to come see me.
What Myron do?
Myron owes me the fair one. If we want to talk in the realms of things, of transgressions that have been acted upon against one Ron Bass Jr., there was a time that Myron and his boys at Paradigm hit the ring and put the boots to me for no reason, and I never got my comeuppance. Myron got to see me. More so now, it's just a big. It's one of those things where I look at Myron like I look at O'Shea, like I look at John, like That's Big Bro. I gotta have mine. I gotta know. I gotta know where I'm at. There are certain people you wrestle when you realize it's time for you to go to the next level. First, it was Matt. Me wrestle like Matt's an OG. Matt's Matt's the GOAT. Like Mount Rushmore type of independent wrestlers. Like that's wrestling Matt proves that I belong here and that I belong at the next level. But wrestling Myron and holding my own against Myron proves that I can stay consistent, that I can stay there. Matt got me to the door. Wrestling Myron lets me in the house. You guys see me. You guys see me.
You trying to get in the house, people.
I'm trying to get comfortable. Trying to put my feet on the couch. Trying to take a nap.
I was going to say that. You can't be taking no naps, though. That's disrespectful.
Metaphorically.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Metaphorically, yeah. No.
2024 Ron Bass.
Talk to me.
What we gonna see from Ron Bass in 2024?
Evolution. That's all. There's no way to really accurately describe because I can't speak on the future. All I can promise you is that I'm gonna get better. Is that I'm gonna get more consistent. That there's gonna be a change, and you're gonna see it one way or another. Either you can see it now, before it happens, and you can be here when the change. You can say you were there before I became what I will be by this time next year, or it'll be too late, and I'm sorry it had to be you.
But isn't evolution a mystery?
Nah, that was
bad. I'm sorry.
No. That was good. That was fantastic. No, oh, God, that's funny. That was. I don't blame. I would have done the same thing.
Ron,
talk to me.
So we can't talk about the future. You just see things going on. When I talk to wrestlers, I always wonder because y'all got a lot of things going on. Are you able to watch wrestling? And if you are there any things in wrestling right now going on outside of what you doing that pique your interest?
Not as often as I would like, just because real life, real jobs, things like that. Like I don't consume as much wrestling as I would like to. So I don't pay attention to as much as I should. All trash talk aside about the other regions, the West Coast scene is super dope right now. Shout out Beef Tank, wrestling at West Coast. Like West Coast has something crazy going on that I really vibe with. Everything Japan is doing. Japan, if I'm looking at it correctly, is getting arguably a unionized wrestling league that all of these companies are joining. That's so dope.
Yeah, it looks that way, and I'm like, man,
I'm here for it.
That's a game changer.
Look, man, you're telling me that there's a better chance of me getting to work all Japan in the future? Come on now, please. That's awesome. But also I'm, to be perfectly honest, if it ain't my people, I'm not paying attention like I should. I can fully admit that. I'm a little bit biased. If it ain't my people, I'm not paying attention.
Anybody it's the platform understands what you're saying.
Yeah, unless it's NXT. I rock with NXT heavy because I'm a big Trick Williams fan. I love Trick Williams and Mello. I like it.
Yeah. all right, mate. Yeah.
Trick Williams is a star and a half. So I mean, like I said, if it ain't my people, I feel bad. If it ain't my people, I don't pay attention like I should. But that's just, I feel like to an extent, everybody's like that. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got your people you watch more than others. I know you pay attention to everything, but there are people you pay attention to a little bit more.
It's some people, you know what I'm saying? I still don't, I pay attention to what's going on, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm watching their matches and stuff. But
Right.
you know, I told them I got like a list of about 35 to 50 names who I'm like, let me pay attention because these people really look out. Like,
Yeah.
Random. I seen you down in TWE on when I've been watching IWTV kicking it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I haven't touched a TWE ring in a while, but TWE was a place that did help me a whole lot. I hate to shout him out because if there's 1,000 Derek Neal haters, I'm one of them. If Derek Neal has 0 haters, it means I'm dead. But my greatest, besides Matt Tremont, my greatest, like my favorite wrestling match I've ever had. Anytime I've wrestled Derek Neal, I wrestled him at TWE, but the footage was, I don't know what happened. The footage got lost. Like, I think there were problems with the footage. I wrestled Derek there, and I wrestled him at Paulcade. The first time they did the tournament, I wrestled him at Paulcade.
Southern Indiana. I know what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. Good old Salem, Indiana.
No comment.
Well, the last Paulcade was in New Albany.
Yeah, no comment on that either.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna say it like this: Jeffersonville was cheap. All right.
No comment on that.
I get hey. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all them places, but I just don't have.
No. I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
That's like I've been to all of them though.
That's like me being from Tampa and then people talking about Orlando, Miami, and all like the suburbs in between, Kissimmee, Fort Lauderdale. Like, nah, no comment. I'm good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Speak. You did say you just moved, so I have to wonder because I was outside earlier and I'm looking at it now. Is it snowing down there?
It snowed. It's been like small flurries. Like, so I was asleep most of the morning because I've been working these overnights, and I'm switching to a job where I'm not working overnights no more. So I got up and walked the dog, and we went out there, and it was just windy. And then as I was sitting there waiting for him to use the bathroom, it started like the snow started coming, and I was like, "Yep, we're going back inside. Not doing it." What I've learned though is it's not it's cold. Don't get me wrong, the cold gets you, but it's the wind. It's the wind that gets that's what gets me. It's that wind comes
like
through.
It can be cold, but that wind comes, you be like,
right.
It's a whole different beast, boy. Even like our wind is bad, but like you go to Chicago wintertime and it's really hidden.
Oh, I can imagine.
Tear your whole face up.
Right.
Man. Okay. So you said we can't talk about 2024. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean we can. I just
we don't want to like put it out there, but we know big things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Some meat slappage.
Regardless, they're gonna happen because I refuse to let them not happen.
So starting off your 2024 though.
Yes.
We talk about this. You got Paradigm January 5th. You got Unsanctioned Pro January 13th.
Yes.
January 27th. I mean, and he literally sent this tweet out today on Monday. You got a to be announced.
Right.
And then February 4th, you got Catalyst Wrestling.
Right.
We going 4-0 to start the year?
Absolutely. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? It's different.
I'm just asking.
It's different.
I'm just asking.
I respect that, but I'm not gonna end the year the way I ended the year and not start 2024 off on a bad note. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. I don't know if you pay attention. I know you pay attention, but I don't know if you've seen the most recent development at Paradigm Professional Wrestling. But they can't talk. They can't mess with me right now. They call it. Remember when they did Contenders the Contender Series, and they brought new people
Yeah,
in.
so
Yeah, it's like Contenders.
with this-
But here's the thing: Paradigm Management has disrespected me for too long. They've been playing me like I'm just some other good brother that'll come in last minute whenever they want. No, I'm done. No, Suge D has brought me under the wing, and Suge D, Cole Radrick, Jordan Blade, the whole group, the Death Clutch group, they are looking out for me. They found time for me when Paradigm wouldn't find time for me. So I don't care who it is in January. All I know, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be. They're gonna give me a match whether they want to or not. And whoever this kid is, I'm gonna embarrass them.
What if it's Myron?
That's fine. Like I said that night after that tag match, with Suge D right behind me, giving me the ad libs. When it comes to Paradigm Pro Wrestling, I'm not a good brother anymore. I'm a bad man in a bad mood. So if that means I got to take out Myron, I'll take out Myron. It doesn't matter who it is.
I was just looking.
If it ain't Death Clutch, it don't matter.
Let's see. Do they announce your match here? Let's see what they got up.
If they have it, it's news to me. They probably won't.
We got Jay Lucas in the building. Okay. Eel O'Neal in the building. Tom Lawyer. O'Shea Edwards in the building. You got to run up on O'Shea then. They got Noah Veil in the building. Oh, look at them doing some stuff.
Right.
Okay, Paradigm, y'all got okay. I mean, O'Shea gonna be in the building. You might as well just run up on him.
I'll look him in the face and tell him the same thing I told you. I got no qualms with that.
O'Shea's a scary dude, though, man.
There was a time I was scared. There was a time I probably was scared of him. Not no more.
Okay. And I'm mentioning now. Ooh, we got to see.
If O'Shea is Godzilla, I'm King Kong. That's right. I said it.
I ain't even.
I said it.
He said it, people. There it is. January 5th, 2024, at the arena, at the
world famous Jeffersonville Arena.
world famous, world renowned Jefferson Arena. If you haven't been to the Jefferson Arena, you need to do everything in your power to get to this awesome venue.
Absolutely. At least once. At least once.
At least once.
I'm gonna say as Daniel Starling likes to say, the Jeffersonville Arena is the closest thing that he's ever seen to a modern day sportatorium.
Boy, let me tell you, it's an experience.
It's an experience.
If
you can survive the arena, you can survive anything.
You could get through anything.
For real.
Seriously, like, the arena, man. I remember my first time there. I remember my last time there. Who knows want to be my next time there? But yeah, you can have an experience at the arena, boy.
All you need is one.
Just one time for your mind. Ron Bass, before we wrap up here. Hold on. I'm looking at this video here.
Oh, no. Which video is it? Is it something I posted?
Oh, it's from Paradigm.
Okay.
I thought they had a match announcement in there for you, so I was just trying to check it out.
No, it's because they're scared. It's because they're scared. They realize now that they messed up, and they feel bad for whoever they're going to put against me. I'd keep it from the people too, because that way someone would have to get funeral arrangements ready. I'm not just beating people in 2024, especially at Paradigm. Let's forget everyone else for a minute. Let's just talk about Paradigm. I'm not beating people anymore. I'm hurting people. I'm putting people out of action. I'm writing them off TV. I'm tired of it. I have been a good little soldier for too long, Trey. I have been selfless. I have given of myself in a lot to them, and no more. I'm over it. And that's all I got to say. That's all that as far as Paradigm's concerned, that's all I have to say.
I don't know a better note to end it on. He just gonna hurt people.
He's just gonna hurt people.
I mean, we don't. Whatever Ron Bass want to do, we about that, but we don't condone, hurting other people. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Goddamn it.
Look, man.
Ron, even though we've been doing this the whole time because you are him, we want you to put yourself over, let them know the social media. Just let them know how you feel going in to 2024, baby. Just let them know what you want to say to put yourself over.
It's real simple. Instagram, Twitter /X, whatever you want to call it, at Ron Bass Jr. My Facebook is Ron Bass Jr. My Big Cartel, if you want any merch or anything like that, ronbassjr.bigcartel.com. I have a link tree in my bio that has all of that, plus an Amazon wish list for myself and my family, because I always look out for my mom. Everybody knows how much I care about my mom. Go get, if you want to, you don't have to. I got the link merch there. I got a PayPal link there for whatever. Just let me know. And as far as 2024 goes, 2024 is the year of Ron Bass Jr. And you can either hop on now or it's too late. And if you don't hop on now, well, I'm sorry it had to be you.
If you're watching this and you got here, make sure y'all go check the YouTube, because, we gave y'all a little teaser before we actually got to this.
Damn right. Doing the numbers.
But she'll beat the brakes off me.
But I believe it.
I'm glad, and I appreciate you more than you know. But, it's okay to be real about certain things.
Guys, when I say we've been talking to Ryan, I heard about him being in a tournament, and I said, let me reach out to this man. And I talked to him, the son of SOB.
I almost got you. I almost got you. I almost got him. I almost got Trey Cussing. Y'all, how many of y'all have done that? I don't think a whole lot. I almost got him.
The son of an SOB, Ron Bass Jr. If you don't know him, he is in the Midwest. He's taking bookings. Have him come to your show. He's laying people out. If you need a wrestler on your show, because everybody like meat, he got meat. If you need somebody who is versatile, who can wrestle with anybody, he can do that. If you need somebody who can cut a promo, he can do that. If you need somebody just to come to make sure the fans are enjoying their time, I got the man right over here, Ron Bass Jr. Make sure y'all hit him up. Make sure y'all follow him on all social media networks. He just told you everywhere you can find him at. But you know what I always say, guys. If I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. That's 2 Street. What a culture. Ooh.